Check, check, 1, 2, check.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Nuff presents your Boones Creek Opry.
Welcome everybody. It's another Saturday night in Northeast Tennessee.
He was just telling me about that backstage.
I was just, I always forget to do that. Not always, but a lot of times. I get so ready to go. All right. It's another Saturday night in Northeast Tennessee. Time for another exciting episode of Dr. Nuff's Boones Creek Opry. Woo! With auto harp. All right. My name is Craig Harrell. This is Jake Smith over here. We're your co-host for the night. Jake here is a student over at ETSU in the Bluegrass Old Time and Roots Music Studies program. We're really excited to have him here with us tonight. We got a great show lined up for you. And Jake, why don't you tell him what's in store for us here?
As often is the case here at the Boones Creek Opry, we're going to say a prayer and learn about a little bit of history. Thanks to Ivan Lilly.
All right. Ivan Lilly.
Well, I am so fortunate to be able to be here. Jack Cox, as you know, normally does the history moment, and he and Kelly are at a family birthday party, I think, tonight, so I get to come. But what I'm going to do this evening is a little bit as a follow-up what Jack did last week. If any of those that were here last week heard him talking about the Bowman Cemetery, how it was moved, Bowman family was one of the patriarchs in this county, in this end of the community. Well, this evening, I want to do something sort of a follow-up. But before I start, I would like to say that each of us need to keep two things in mind. We need to keep in mind of what God has done for us in the development of our community and the Boones Creek Historical Trust. And also keep in mind volunteers, because tonight my history moment deals with one of the volunteers, myself. So what I want to speak on as a follow-up is I'm going to be talking about the final resting place of an early Boones Creeker. Tonight, a history moment is about my personal legal experience in the mid-1980s with the reinterment of a very early settler in the Boones Creek community. In the late 1700s, there were new settlers that came and settled in our community. One such gentleman came, lived, farmed, worked his land in this area. He was, as so many early settlers, are either forgotten or unknown today. But they contributed in their own way, in their own small way, and helped develop the character of our community as it is today. Upon his death in the early 1800s, with no family cemeteries around at that time, he was buried under a large oak tree, known only because of the word of mouth by the subsequent owners of the property. His initial burial site was on a large farm currently located north of Boones Creek Road, east of the current railroad that runs through this community in I-26. How did I become involved with a settler 200 years later? Well, I'll give you a little history of that. It leads up to why I'm here as a volunteer. In 1973, I met a local attorney, Leon Jordan, some of you may know, before heading off to law school. He later became my Sunday school teacher. In 1981, our governor appointed him chancellor after the death of Chancellor Dayton Phillips. In the mid-1980s, Leon approached me after church and said he wanted me to do something for him. He wanted me to appoint me to represent, as he described it, probably the oldest client that I would ever represent in my practice, and it was. I became the guardian ad litem for this gentleman in a lawsuit to move his grave due to a desire to develop his farm. Leon Jordan knew I had deep roots in our community, loved history and family genealogy, and commented he knew I would do the right thing. He wanted me to check out and determine if this was suitable to move the grave and help him find another suitable place to be reinterred. My representation introduced me to greater depth to Boones Creek community. A family genealogy check was done seeking this next of kin, notice in local newspapers, in seeking to find possible relatives, if any, and report all my findings to the court. I even had to traverse this large farm, examine the old oak tree and the remains that were ultimately found there. Chancellor ultimately approved the moving and reinterment of this gentleman to another suitable public cemetery with an identifying marker to show it. Leon Jordan's strong faith can probably be traced back to the Reformation of 1825 here in this community. He was very strong in his faith and his church attendance. It was shortly afterwards that President Ronald Reagan appointed Leon Jordan as the new federal judge for the Eastern District of Tennessee, where he served faithfully due to his faith and his conservative nature for the next 27 years before his death. I can say my legal experience in this case introduced me to much more of the interest in Boones Creek, a history, and contributed after my retirement to becoming a volunteer here at Boones Creek Historical Trust. This early settler had no idea his life would affect people nearly 200 years later, nor that his unassuming work and toil on the farm would not soon be forgotten and fade into our history. It turns out to have had an impact and is an example of the early settlers moving into our community. His life may be a small part of why our community is the way it is today, but it also had an influence. He was also contemporary and probably knew most of our ancestors that so many of you have in this community. Never forget, we may not know the legacy our lives may have, but God has a plan for each of us. This settler affected my life and is the reason I am up here today, given this history moment. If we could pray. Our Heavenly Father, we look to you in all matters. You have blessed this community, and we see your blessings week after week after week. You have been with us every step of the way. You have helped the finances when it seemed that they'd be impossible to receive. We're beginning to see the results of all the efforts of the Boones Creek Historical Trust, not only through the music that we have here, but the new facility they're building. And thank you for each and every volunteer that we have in this organization. We're run completely by volunteers, and we know that you have had some way of leading these people, as you did myself, to come and help us continue the traditions of the historical value in this area. But most of all, we want to give you the glory that you deserve, and we want to continue to represent to the people that we trust in the Lord. We appreciate what you've done by giving your son's life so that we may have a path ourselves for salvation. And we know that you're going to be with us, the volunteers, and each person here, so that each of them, even unassuming, they will make an impact too to this organization. We ask all these things in your name. Amen.
Thank you, Ivan. That was pretty interesting. Didn't know you had that background. All right, well, before we go any further, we want to thank our sponsors. We got some fabulous sponsors, starting off with our presenting sponsor, Dr. ENUF. Yeah, 75 years. Enough is enough. Who else?
We'd also like to thank Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Kelly and Jennifer Wolf.
Tim Hicks Construction.
Derek Paduch, Modern Woodman Insurance.
And Eastman Credit Union.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Special announcement next week. Our featured performer next week will be Zach McNabb, and it's going to be a ticketed event. So it's $10 per person. Show will go until 8 o'clock. It will not be an open mic. So, but show up next week. It's going to be a great show. It's a little longer than our normal one. So anyway, that's next week. But this week, we got new Circle Bluegrass band coming up here in a little bit. But before we get them up on stage, we're going to, Jake and I are going to start things off with a song. This song was recorded in the Johnson City Sessions. Many of you are familiar with the Bristol Sessions. They're quite famous. That's where Jimmy Rogers and the Carter family were discovered. But they were not the only field recording sessions that took place, and one of them was right here in Johnson City in 1928 and 29. In fact, over here, Phil and Charlie Bowman was one of the stars of the Johnson City Sessions, and you can see there we have posted over here a copy of the newspaper advertisement that went out there. Show them, point it. Yeah, there you go. That's our model. So the newspaper advertising, for musicians to come and audition to be recorded at the Johnson City Sessions. Phil and Charlie Bowman was one of those that was recorded. Well, this song that we're going to do was recorded there. It's called Johnson City Blues, and it was recorded by Clarence Green. And there's other songs out there with the same title called Johnson City Blues, but they're really totally different songs. But the one we're going to do tonight is the one that Clarence Green did, for the Johnson City Sessions. Johnson City Blues. Went up on Lookout Mountain as far as I could see. I was looking for the woman made a monkey out of me. I went down to the depot in time to catch a cannonball. Got the blues in Chattanooga. I won't be back till late next fall. Down in Memphis on East Main Street, I was watching everybody that I chanced to meet. I saw my sweet honey coming round the flat. She was dressed in a tailor-made suit and a John B. Stetson hat. Honey, sweet honey, I know you're gonna quit me now, but I don't need you, honey, no how. 'Cause trouble, trouble is all I ever find. Going back to Johnson City, gonna worry you off of my mind. Dobro, yeah! Jake Smith! Down in Nicaragua, as far as I could go, was the meanest bunch of soldiers that I ever did know. On the Tennessee River, down below the Locking Dam, I was looking for my good gal. She was looking for her man. Down in Johnson City for hospitality, oh, the finest bunch of people in the state of Tennessee. Yeah, I'm tired of roaming this way. I'm going back to Johnson City. I'll go back and stay someday. Yeah. All right. All right, well, you want to introduce our featured performers? All right.
Folks, we're very excited to have this particular band back with us. They've played for us several times in the past. Please give a big, warm Boones Creek Opry welcome to new Circle Bluegrass Band.
I was hoping my bass didn't burn up. I left it by the fireplace. I didn't know if it's...
Well, that wasn't too smart.
Okay.
Okay, guys, you ready?
Ready.
1, 2, 3.
Weary days pass away. Look what you have done to me. Just this morning,
thank y'all. It's good to be back at the Boones Creek Opry and glad to see this big crowd out here. Hope we'll do a few tunes that you'll like tonight, and sure glad to be here. So we'll.
And if you have a favorite, just write it on a $20 bill and pass it forward.
Yeah.
If we don't know it, we'll do the best we
Okay.
can.
You know,
Okay.
somebody actually did that last week at the show we were playing.
But
And luckily,
anyway,
Dan knew the song.
that's right. Yeah. The next song we're gonna try to do is slow down a little. Called "Come On Down to the World." Yesterday I just found out where you are, so I don't think that I should come around. With you down there and me out here, there's just no in between. So I'll just think to you to come on down. Why don't you come on down to my world? Come on down to my world. The door's open, you know where I'll be. Why don't you come on down to my world? Come on down to my world. My heart is closed, but you have got the key. Plans we made begin to fade, you change your mind. You left me for a new love you have found. Now the only thing that I have left to do is cry. So I'll just wait for you to come on down. Why don't you come on down to my world? Come on down to my world. The door is open, you know where I'll be. Why don't you come on down to my world? Come on down to my world. My heart is closed, but you have got the key. Yes, my heart is closed, but you have got the key. Thank you all. Come on down to my world, okay? Okay, here. Have we got anybody from Kentucky here tonight? And okay, we got. Have we got any Larry Sparks fans out there? Okay. We want to try to do one of his hit songs here called "The Kentucky Girl." So
It's
maybe
by
y'all.
a Kentucky girl, but
Yeah.
we'll dedicate it to you anyway.
Yeah, it don't make no difference if you're not from Kentucky. It's dedicated to all ladies out there. Kentucky girl, are you lonesome tonight, Kentucky girl? Do you miss me? Does that old moon shine on that bluegrass as bright as it did on that night you first kissed me? In a valley, neath that mountain so high, the sweetest place in all the world. In a cabin with that fine Georgia door is where I met my Kentucky girl. Kentucky girl, are you lonesome tonight, Kentucky Kentucky girl, do you miss me? Does that old moon shine on that bluegrass as bright as it did on that night you first kissed me? I'm far away from Kentucky tonight, and the blue-eyed girl that I love so, but I'm heading home through that silvery moonlight with open arms. She waits, I know. Kentucky girl, are you lonesome tonight, Kentucky girl? Do you miss me? Does that old moon shine on that bluegrass as bright as it did on that night you first kissed me? Kentucky girl, are you lonesome tonight, Kentucky girl? Do you miss me? Does that old moon shine on that bluegrass as bright as it did on that night you first kissed me? As it did on that night you first kissed me. Thank you all. Thank you all. Okay, boy, like I say, we're glad to be here to the Opry tonight, and just like to give all the folks here a big hand that helps put this on, the sound man and all the people here, give them a big hand. And it sounds wonderful, and it's a great building. It's going to be nice when they get the new part open over there. We've got a peep of it there, but it's going to look good. And I'd like to introduce the band to you. Over here on my left, on the 5-string banjo, from Bristol, Tennessee, Mr. Dan Beeger on the 5-string banjo. Make him welcome. Okay, back here on the big doghouse bass, from Abingdon, Virginia, Mr. Fred Staples. Make him happy. Yeah, welcome. And over here on my right, playing the mandolin and helping me on the vocals, from Bristol, Virginia, Miss CINDI ELLMAKER. Make her. Okay. And my name's Danny Whiteed, and we're new Circle Bluegrass, and I'm glad to be here. Thank y'all. What's next? Okay, is it me? Ready? Okay, we got any Ralph Stanley fans out there? Okay, we're going to turn the banjo player here loose and play a little bit of the Clinch Mountain backstep. Mr. Dan Beeger there on the 5-string banjo. Okay, here, it's about time for us to get our bass player to sing you one here. So he's gonna have to sing us some here, so he ain't gonna get paid tonight. So we'll get Mr. Fred Staples up here. We're gonna sing. Which are you singing tonight, Fred?
In the gravel yard.
Fred's gonna sing in the gravel yard here. That's a good bluegrass song. Okay, Fred, come on up here.
Yeah, usually they keep me in the back, you know, so you take a good look, and if you want to take any pictures now, you know, or anything like that, might not get to see me again for the rest of the night.
He actually wore a clean shirt tonight.
I did. I dressed up for the show tonight. Well, he introduced Dan Beeger. How many of you know who he is? That's good, that's good. I wrote this song. Well, I didn't really write it, but if I could have written songs, I would have written this song the first time I met Dan, because we were in jail in separate cells together. The only problem is Dan's a lawyer. He's the criminal lawyer, and I thought he was there to get me out, but he said, no, there's no way I can get you out. You're just going to have to stay there. So I figured, well, when you're stuck in jail, you might as well write a song. All right. Making little rocks out of big rocks all day. Oh, the work is mighty hard in the gravel yard. I'll never be a free man, so they say. Warden, hear my plea and listen now to me. I killed that man I caught with my wife. You'd probably do the same, so I'm not to blame. I'm sentenced for the rest of my life. 'Cause in the gravel yard, a number for my name. Making little rocks out of big rocks all day. Oh, the work is mighty hard in the gravel yard. I'll never be a free man, so they say. Rain with a ball and chain, my hammer rings a low, mournful sound. It sings a little song for the ones who done me wrong, who lie beneath the cold, cold ground. 'Cause in the gravel yard, a number for my name, making little rocks out of big rocks all day. Oh, the work is mighty hard in the gravel yard. I'll never be a free man, so they say. All right, guitar, bust some rocks now. Making little rocks out of big rocks all day. Oh, the work is mighty hard in the gravel yard. I'll never be a free man, so they say. No, I'll never be a free man, so they say. Thank you all. Thank you all.
I want to apologize to Danny for being in the way. I forgot he was
Old and in the way, old and in the
That
way.
didn't hurt me. Okay,
All right, get up there.
let's see, what we next? Here. Lady Red Ribbon. Okay, here. Is everybody having a good time so far tonight there? I tell you what, we're enjoying it up here tonight. This next song here, you've heard songs about red ribbons. Here, this is called Faded Red Ribbon.
It's our Valentine's song.
Here's your Valentine song for all the ladies out there. Let's see. A lock of her hair and a faded red ribbon. It's all I have left to remind me of you. A lock of her hair and a faded red ribbon. It's all I have left of the love we once knew. I know I mistreated you, and you went away, found you somebody new, and now I must pay. Oh, listen here, boys, if you have a sweetheart, so tell her you love her and make her your wife. For a lock of her hair and a faded red ribbon will make you unhappy for the rest of your life. Oh, listen here, boys, if you have a sweetheart, so tell her you love her and make her your wife. For a lock of her hair and a faded red ribbon will make you unhappy for the rest of your life. Will make you unhappy for the rest of your life. Thank y'all. Faded red ribbon.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Now what are we doing?
Yeah,
What do we
you
got here?
any
I'd
better
rather
songs?
be alone than have you dream of me.
Okay, and
Is that a Valentine's song?
I
That
don't know
sounds
what's a
pretty bad.
Valentine. That's probably not a Valentine song there, though. Ready?
Is everybody in F?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, F, I thought we were in B.
F for Fred.
Okay. Get our banjo player here situated here, and we'll be ready to take off here.
He ain't always in tune,
I'd
but
rather
when he is, he's
song-
real good.
I'd rather be alone here. Ready? I'd rather be alone than have you dream of me only, than have you say you're sorry that we are apart. I'd rather be alone than have you dream of me only, than to be in your arms but never in your heart. I just received your letter, you asked me to come home, say you're sorry that you went away. This is an old story, I've heard it all before, but darling, this is all I have to say. I'd rather be alone than have you dream of me only, than have you say you're sorry that we are apart. I'd rather be alone than have you dream of me only, than to be in your arms but never in your heart. leave me here alone. I could have forgive you, but things would be the same. Love could never change this heart of stone. I'd rather be alone, have you dream of me only, than have you say you're sorry that we are apart. I'd rather be alone, have you dream of me only, than to be in your arms but never in your heart. Thank y'all. Rather be alone. The fields have turned brown. Okay, we're going to kind of slow it down a little bit here. And next song's The Fields Have Turned Brown.
Not too slow.
Ready? Yeah, ready? I left my old home to ramble this country. Mother and Dad said, son, don't go wrong. Remember that God will always watch over you. We will be waiting for you here at home. Son, don't go astray, was what they both told me. Remember that love for God can be found. But now they're both gone. This letter just told me 4 years they've been dead. The fields have turned brown. I left my old home to ramble this country. Thoughts of the days when I would return. Now when I go home, find no one waiting. Price I have paid to live and to learn. Son, don't go astray, was what they both told me. Remember that love for God can be found. But now they're both gone. This letter just told me 4 years they've been dead. The fields have turned brown. Yeah. Mr. Dan Beager on the banjo. Son, don't go astray, was what they both told me. Remember that love for God can be found. But now they're both gone. This letter just told me 4 years they've been dead. The fields have turned brown. 4 years they've been dead. The fields have turned brown. Big Blue Roses. Okay, well, here's another Valentine song. Now, this is the one I was talking about a while ago. You've heard songs about the red roses. Now, this song's called about the big blue roses. So
I've never seen a blue rose.
has anybody ever seen a blue rose?
Yeah.
Okay, a couple of people, okay. This one, so we'll sing this. Ready? Big blue roses around my door, seems they were always red before. Big blue roses don't look real. Are they blue, or is it just the way I feel? Planned a wedding in the spring with much more, evermore. Big vase of pottage and roses around my door. But she decided to move on. All our plans fell through, and it grew cold in my new world, and my roses turned to blue. Big blue roses around my door, seems they were always red before. Big blue roses don't look real. Are they blue, or is it just the way I feel? Planted roses in the spring with tender loving care. Treated them like babies every minute we could share. We watched them grow and watched them bloom, reach up toward the sky. We took care of the roses, but we let the good one die. Big blue roses around my door, seems they were always red before. Big blue roses don't look real. Are they blue, or is it just the way I feel? Are they blue, or is it just the way I feel? Thank you all. Big blue roses. Okay, Delbert.
Our next song is going to be an instrumental by Bill Monroe, and he wrote this for a man named Delbert Spray, who was a festival promoter and producer in Missouri. And it came, Cahokia, Missouri. Yeah, he had a festival there every year.
Thanks for clearing that up.
Well, everybody needs a little history. And so he wrote this for him, and I don't know if he ever recorded it on a recording, but Carl Shiflett did. And I've always liked it. It's really obscure. Not too many people have heard it, but it's one of my favorites. It's called Delbert's Breakdown.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Good job, Cindy and Dan. Good job on that song. Edwards Breakdown. Okay. Okay, this next song.
This is your hometown, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we got anybody from Hancock County, Tennessee here? Does anybody know where Hancock County is? Okay, you heard it?
I was gonna say they were all
Okay.
in jail, I think.
Okay, this next song we're going to do, Hancock County, Tennessee. That's an old rural town down there, and this is wrote way back. So some of these lyrics you can either take them or leave them. So I don't know how much is true or not true, but we'll try it here. Okay. Called Hancock County.
Hey Luther, I've been thinking this whole blame world is sinking. You ain't even like we used to. We used to be like brothers, now we hardly know each other. It's a shame how people change, don't you agree? Remember when we traveled down that dusty road of gravel in a pickup truck, hardly fit to run. There's a dusting on the platter, sure did make a chicken scatter. Two country boys out to have some fun. And there was moonshine in the stills, rabbits in the hills, squirrels a barking in a tree. There were hounds that run all night and girls that hold us tight back in Hancock County, Tennessee. Remember when we sparking, good old Sally Larkin. Sally taught us they didn't teach in Sunday school. I'd give my last $10 to go back in the holler, take a sip of good old Mountain Dew. This time is surely passing, we ain't got time for laughing. We got more trouble than our heads can hold. So let's get together and have some fun together, like we did before we're growing old. And there was moonshine in the stills, rabbits in the hills, squirrels a barking in the tree. There was hounds that run all night and girls that hold us tight back in Hancock County, Tennessee. Back in Hancock County, Tennessee.
Okay, here we're going to get Cindy up here to sing this next song here called, I
just think I'll go away.
I just think I'll go away here. Okay, get over here to sing. Okay.
They let me sing every now and then.
That's right.
You can have my mic.
He feels alone when he's too far from you.
Okay. All right, Dan. It makes no difference where I wander, no matter what I say or do. I can't Another Larry Sparks song.
Okay. Okay, so we got some Larry Sparks fans out there. A few of them.
Did you play with matches when you were young?
Okay. Matches.
Sparking, huh?
Yeah, okay. Okay, here, it's called Blue Virginia Blues.
Oh.
Here, we'll kick that off.
B flat.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Richmond in November when that cold Virginia rain is pouring down? So, friend, I'm here to tell you it's no pleasure when you're all alone and a stranger to the town. Don't get me wrong, I do like East Virginia and Richmond's hospitality. Except for one Virginia girl I know of who made a perfect lovesick out of me. Blue, blue Virginia blues. Ain't no blue like blue Virginia blues. There's no girl in this whole wide world to break your heart like Virginia girl. Ain't no blue like blue Virginia blues. She called me up in St. Paul, Minnesota. Said I need you in Richmond right away. Take a bus, I'll meet you at the station. Bring some clothes, I may need you to stay. My bus pulled in that station late that evening. No one around that place but me. She must have changed her mind or forgotten, and her name ain't in that phone directory. Blue, blue Virginia blue. Ain't no blue like blue Virginia blue. Now, there's no girl in this whole world to break your heart like Virginia girl. Ain't no blue like blue Virginia blue. Now I wish I had the money for a taxi and a warm and cozy place to lay my head, instead of standing here alone in Richmond with that cold Virginia rain pouring down. Blue, blue Virginia blue. Ain't no blue like blue Virginia blue. There's no girl in this whole world to break your heart like Virginia girl. Ain't no blue like blue Virginia blue. No, there ain't no blue like blue Virginia blue.
Thank y'all. Blue Virginia Blues. Was on the way, okay. Okay, we're going to do you a gospel song now. This is one of Doyle Lawson's songs. He made famous. That was a great song for him. And we like to sing this and give our good Lord all the praise. And it's called "Help's on the Way." Ready?
A woman in the Bible days, her last meal almost gone. God sent Elijah to make his word known. Said no woman don't don't you worry, God sent me today. And before you even ask him, help was on the way. Just hold on a little longer, help is on the way. A brighter day is coming to those who believe and pray. Help won't help tomorrow if you give up today. Just hold on a little longer, help is on the way. Troubles in this life come by and burdens get you down. You think no one's listening, you think no one's around. Just remember what his word said, trust him and obey. Keep your eyes toward heaven, help is on the way. Just hold on a little longer, help is on the way. A brighter day is coming to those who believe and pray. Help won't help tomorrow if you give up today. Just hold on a little longer, help is on the way. No, help won't help tomorrow if you give up today. Just hold on a little longer, help is on the way.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Okay, it's about time to. Okay, it's about time to get our bass player back up here to sing you another one.
cameras ready.
He's get your cameras ready there if you want photographs with him here after the show. Be $20 bill. He'll be glad to get right with you to get you a photo.
That's right, that's right. Well, this is kind of my Valentine's song, and I want you all to remember Valentine's Day's coming up. And any of you that are married or couples, or been together with the woman for a long time, every now and then you get in one of those heated arguments, and you ain't letting go and she ain't letting go, and it's back and forth, and you think you're both going to choke each other to death, Well, that happened to me and my wife the other night. And I said, Jean, just once, can you embrace your mistakes? She turned around and gave me a great big hug.
That's the story of his life.
Story of my life. So remember that on Valentine's Day if you get in an argument. All right, banjo. Sorry once again, dear. You want me to take you back once more. You say you need a helping hand, dear. Well, that's what you told me once before. Walk softly on this heart of mine, love. Don't treat it mean and so unkind. Let it rest in peace and quiet, love. Walk softly on this heart of mine. find a new love. I feel my heart has turned to stone. So please let me down real easy, 'cause loneliness moves in when you move on. Walk softly on this heart of mine, love. Don't treat it mean and so unkind. Let it rest in peace and quiet, love. Walk softly on this heart of mine. All right, guitar, play it pretty now. Walk softly on this heart of mine, love. Don't treat it mean and so unkind. Let it rest in peace and quiet, love. Walk softly on this heart of mine. Walk softly on this heart of mine. Thank you all.
Okay, is everybody still having a good time tonight? Oh, Lordy, I tell you what, we're having a great time up here, and it's so good to be back to the Opry here. So we're gonna do a few more for you and hope you'll enjoy it. Hope you all have a good time, okay? Okay.
This is an old song from the 1960s, and it's definitely not bluegrass, but we enjoy playing it, and you'll probably recognize it. It's called Never on a Sunday.
Ever on a Sunday, the Cindy Elmaker. Okay, here.
Me in the lifeboat.
Okay, we're gonna do you another gospel song we like to enjoy doing here, called "Take Me in Your Lifeboat."
Take me in your lifeboat, oh, take me in your lifeboat. It will stand the raging storm. Take me in your lifeboat, oh, take me in your lifeboat. It will bear my spirit home. Come, brothers, sisters, don't fall asleep. Pray night and day, or you sink in the deep. Fathers and mothers are praying so loud, praying, Lord, won't you take us in your lifeboat? Take me in your lifeboat, oh, take me in your lifeboat. It will stand the raging storm. Take me in your lifeboat, oh, take me in your lifeboat. It will bear my spirit home. Clouds are so heavy, the winds are so loud. Thunders are roaring, bursting in the clouds. Sorry for the shipmate for what they had done. Took the line center into their lifeboat. Take me in your lifeboat, oh, take me in your lifeboat. It will stand the raging storm. Take me in your lifeboat, oh, take me in your lifeboat. It will bear my spirit home. It will bear my spirit home.
Thank y'all. Okay, Red Wing. One more. Okay,
Try to sing one good one.
Oh, okay.
Dan, you want to sing one?
Yeah, Dan, why don't you do that one?
Well, you wanna
Your
do that?
signature song.
What key?
Key D.
D. Okay, Mr. Dan Beeger here. He's gonna end up here with a good Merle Haggard song here for us here. Has everybody had a great time tonight? Oh boy, I tell you what, we sure have enjoyed it, and hope we get to come back soon, and maybe they'll have the new building ready. It's going to be nice. So we want to thank everybody here at the Boones Creek Opry for having us, and everybody have a good, safe trip home. Okay? Thank y'all. Yeah, come on.
Yeah, come over here.
Ready?
Yeah.
First thing I remember knowing is a lonesome whistle blowing and a youngin's dream of growing up to ride on a freight train leaving town, not knowing where I'm bound. No one could steer me right, but Mama tried. One and only rebel child from a family meek and mild, my mama seemed to know what lay in store. In spite of all my Sunday learning, toward the bad I kept on turning, till Mama couldn't hold me anymore. And I turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. No one could steer me right, but Mama tried, Mama tried, Mama tried to raise me better. But her pleading I denied, that leaves only me to blame, 'cause Mama tried. rest his soul, left my mom a heavy load. She tried so very hard to fill his shoes, working hours without rest, wanted me to have the best. She tried to raise me right, but I refused. And I turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. No one could steer me right, but Mama tried, Mama tried, Mama tried to raise me better. But her pleading I denied. That leaves only me to blame, 'cause Mama tried.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you all, thank you all.
One more time for New Circle, everybody. Come on. They did great.
They might believe it.
Would you guys like to hear one more? You guys feel like one more? Come on back out here. I think they want an encore.
I'd just like to say one thing while they're coming back on stage. We notice a lot of you with your cameras are taking pictures and videos. We don't care how many pictures and videos you take. We just have one request. When you get home, don't leave us on your phone or put us on some computer. Get on one of them big screen TVs in your living room, you know, and say, these are my friends from Boones Creek Opry. Dr. ENUF.
Okay here. Okay, boy, y'all so nice to us there. We're going to do Back to the Old Home, and hope you enjoy it for them.
Back in the days of my childhood, back when everything stood still, I used to listen to the foxhounds and my dad in them old Kentucky hills. I'm on my way back to the old home. That road winds over up the hill, but there's no light in the window that shines on the road where I live. Now my childhood days are over. Had to leave my old home. Mom and Dad are gone to heaven. I'm left in this world all alone. I'm on my way back to the old home. That road winds over up the hill, but there's no light in the window that shines on the road where I live. Mr. Dan Baker on the banjo. Back in the days of old Kentucky stands a fond spot in my memory. I'm on my way back to the old home. That light in that window I want to see. I'm on my way back to the old home. That road winds over up the hill, but there's no light in the window that shines on the road where I live. Shines on the road where I live. Thank y'all.
And just remember, we do have CDs for sale. They're not ours, but they're really good. We got Merle Haggard, Bill Monroe, all the classics. Thank you all so much.
All right. Wow. Great job. Great job. That was a lot of fun. All right. Well, Jake and I are going to wrap up this part of the program here with another song for you. But we're not done yet because we got an open mic tonight. We got several people signed up over there too, so this is going to be a great opportunity if you hadn't signed up yet. I think we got some more spots available. But we're going to finish up with another song from the Johnson City Sessions. That's kind of our theme tonight. And this song, you'll have heard it before. It's pretty famous. It's called Little Sadie. It's very much a classic and a standard, if you will, in the bluegrass, old time, and folk music world. A lot of people have recorded this one. But the very first person to record it was Clarence Ashley. And he recorded it right here at the Johnson City Sessions. That was the first time this song had ever been recorded. And the origins of the song are somewhat unclear. We don't know really who wrote it, but we do know who first recorded it. Clarence Ashley, who's a pretty famous guy. I'm sure you've heard of him. He was pretty famous in the 1930s, and then his career had a resurgence really in the 1960s when the folk music revival took place, and he played a lot with Doc Watson in the 1960s. So, but this is his version of Little Sadie. You ready? Now when I take a look around, great Little Sadie and it's right her down. Went back home and got into bed, 44 smokeless under my head. Woke up next morning at 9:30. The hacks and the buggies all standing in line. Jensen and gamblers standing around, taking Little Sadie to her burying ground. Think of what a deed I'd done. Grabbed my hat and away I run. Made a good run, but a little too slow. They overtook me in Jericho. Standing on the corner reading a bill. Up walks the sheriff from Thomasville. Says, young man, ain't your name Brown? Remember the night you shot Sadie down? I said, yes, sir, my name is Lee. I murdered Sadie in the first degree and the second degree. Got any papers, just read them to me. In black, put me on a train and they sent me back to the Thomasville jail. I had nobody for to go my bail. Well, the judge and the jury, they took their stand. The judge held the papers in his right hand. 41 days and 41 nights, 41 years of well balls and strides. One more. Okay, well that does it for this portion of the program. We'd like to thank our sound guys back there. We got a great sound crew: Cody Patterson, Jason Richards, and Leah Rodamel, our intern from ETSU. Thank you so much. You guys do a great job. Stick around for the open mic. We're going to take a few minutes to reset the stage. It won't take long. Now, let's see. Next week,
Zach McNabb, $10 at the door, ticketed show, no open mic. Runs till about 8 o'clock.
Yep.
Be sure to be there.
All right. Until next week, my name is Craig Harrell. This is Jake Smith. We'll see you right here next time on the Dr. ENUF Boones Creek Opry.
Are we gonna wait for our opening song? Why don't we? I don't. They've already started rolling for open mic. Okay. Let's just go ahead and start. I reckon. Alrighty, we thought we'd do this fun one by Ernest Tubb. You left me and you went away. You said that you'd be back in just a day. You've broken your promise and you left me here alone. I don't know why you did, dear, but I do know that you're gone. I'm walking the floor over you. I can't sleep a wink, that is true. I'm hoping and I'm praying as my heart breaks right in two. Walking the floor over you. Now, darling, you know I love you well. Love you more than you can ever tell. I thought that you wanted me and always would be mine. But you went and left me here with troubles on my mind. I'm walking the floor over you. I can't sleep a wink, that is true. I'm hoping and I'm praying as my heart breaks right in two. Walking the floor over you. Now someday you may be lonesome too. Walking the floor is good for you. Just keep right on walking and it won't hurt you to cry. Remember that I love you and I will the day I die. I'm walking the floor over you. I can't sleep a wink, that is true. I'm hoping and I'm praying as my heart breaks right in two. Walking the floor over you. Walking the floor over you. Thank y'all. All right, well, our first musical guests tonight are Stephen Spell and Gary Davis.
We've got Miss Gail Evans over here on the bass.
Quite a band. Will that work?
Yeah.
All righty.
Whoa.
Yeah. Well, thank you. This is my daughter's violin, and a few decades ago, it was my violin. And before that, it was my brother's, and originally was my father's back in the late 1930s when he was a little boy. And I got it out a couple of weeks ago, and with my daughter's permission, put some strings on it to see if I could still play. And with Gary's help and encouragement, we're going to perform a couple of songs. The first is a good old gospel hymn, the 90 and 9, and then an old fiddle tune, Midnight on the Water. And then after that, we'll both play guitar, and Gary will sing a good old gospel song, One Day at a Time. were 99 and safely lay in the shelter of the fold. But one was out on the hills away, far off from the gates of gold. Away on the mountain, wild and bare, away from the tender shepherd's care, away from the tender shepherd's care. Lord, thou hast here thy 99, are they not enough for thee? But the shepherd made answer, this of mine has wandered away from me. And although the road be rough and steep, I go to the desert to find my sheep. I go to the desert to find my sheep. But none of the ransomed ever knew how deep were the waters crossed, nor how dark was the night that the Lord passed through ere he found his sheep that was lost. Out in the desert he heard its cry, sick and helpless and ready to die, sick and helpless and ready to die. Lord, whence are those blood drops all the way that mark out the mountain's track? They were shed for one who had gone astray, ere the shepherd could bring him back. Lord, whence are thy hands so rent and torn? They're pierced tonight by many a thorn. They're pierced tonight by many a thorn. But all through the mountains thunder riven, and up from the rocky steep, there arose a glad cry to the gate of heaven, rejoice, I have found my sheep. And the angels echoed around the throne, rejoice, for the Lord brings back his own. Rejoice, for the Lord brings back his own.
Oh well. Give me 1 second. Guess it was me.
Help me to be all I could be and all that I am. Show me the stairway I have to climb. So for my sake, teach me to take one day at a time. One day at a time, sweet Jesus. That's all I'm asking from you. Just give me the strength to do every day what I have to do. Yesterday's gone, sweet Jesus, and tomorrow will never be mine. Lord, help me today, show me the way, one day at a time. Do you remember when you walked among men? Well, Jesus, you know, if you're looking below, it's worse now than then. Cheating and stealing, violence and crime. So for my sake, teach me to take one day at a time. One day at a time, sweet Jesus. That's all I'm asking from you. Just give me the strength to do every day what I have to do. Yesterday's gone, sweet Jesus, and tomorrow will never be mine. Lord, help me today, show me the way, one day at a time. So for my sake, teach me to take one day at a time. All right. Thank you all very much. Have a blessed afternoon, evening. Thank you. Thank you.
Y'all sound real good together.
Thank you.
See you later, Martin. Okay, our next musical guest is John Kinsey.
Would be an egg. Anybody else want to play? Come on up. Don't be nervous. She says she doesn't know what to do. Just do what you do. We're an A, Gary. Ready? I walk alone where once we wandered. It seems so strange that you are gone until you return. I'll stay the same, dear, and I'll still be true to you and walk alone by stars above. I swear to love you with all the love I've ever known.
walk alone, walk alone. Thank you. D, like in Denver, dog, delicious. If I surveyed all the good things that come to me from above, if I could count all the blessings from the storehouse of love, I simply ask for the favor of him beyond mortal king, and I'm sure that he would grant them again. I want to stroll over heaven with you some glad day, when all our troubles and heartaches are faded away. Then we'll enjoy the beauty where all things are new. I want to stroll over heaven with you. Turn around. So many places of beauty we long to see here below, but time and treasures have kept us from making plans, as you know. But come the morning of the rapture, together we'll stand anew, then we'll stroll over heaven with you. I want to stroll over heaven with you some glad day, when all our troubles and heartaches are faded away. Then we'll enjoy the beauty where all things are new. I want to stroll over heaven with you. I want to stroll over heaven with you some glad day, when all our troubles and heartaches are faded away. Then we'll enjoy the beauty where all things are new. I want to stroll over heaven with you. I want to stroll over heaven with you. Back in A. Thank you. Back in A. Back in A. Together again, my tears have stopped falling. The long, lonely nights are now at an end. The key to my heart you hold in your hand, and nothing else matters now. We're together again, together again. The gray skies are gone. You're back in my arms now, right where you belong. The love that I knew is living again, and nothing else matters now. We're together again, together again. The gray skies are gone. You're back in my arms now, right where you belong. The love that I knew is living again, and nothing else matters now. We're together again, and nothing else matters now. We're together again. Thank you, thank you.
I don't know who's next.
All right. She sings. With her guitar, I meant. She plays guitar. Hey, did y'all hear the news about our new grant we got? Did you see it on the news? Honey, don't you know? Tuesday of this week, this is brand new, big news. There's this grant that one of our board of directors had, applied for, kind of an obscure thing. 4 museums, grants 4 museums and their expansion and growth, whatever. Honey, we got $150,000.
Nice.
I know it. And we're going to use it it's for a specific reason. We're going to repave all that, that Circle Drive, it needs repaved, and then all this out here, it needs paved, and then where the buses will come in, needs paved and all that. It's a huge paving project.
Nice.
Yeah. And we're glad you're back with us, Jesse Rogers.
Thank you. I'm glad to be back. Thanks, guys. All right, I've been kind of experimenting with like a lot of vocal stuff lately, so this is a result of that. Games you played, the promises you made, couldn't finish what you started, only darkness still remains. Lost sight, couldn't see when it was you and me. Blow the candles out, looks like a solo tune. True, erase the memory of your face. Lost sight, couldn't see when it was you and me. Blow the candles out, looks like a solo tonight. I'm beginning to see the light. Blow the candles out, looks like a solo tonight, but I think I'll be alright. Blow the candles out, looks like a solo tonight. I'm beginning to see the light. Blow the candles out, looks like a solo tonight, but I think I'll be alright. But I think I'll be alright. Thanks, guys. So that was a song called Candles by a band called Hey Monday. And the lead singer of that band went on her own. She's Cassidy Pope, so I'm going to do one of her solo songs next. This is called California Dreaming. I've been Texas talking to myself at night. I've been Florida falling since I met you in '09. I've been Arizona angry over every California dreaming still, and I always will. I'm Wisconsin, wondering what you're doing right now. I've been Rocky Mountain High trying to put you down. Put an ocean in between us, but it still don't work. I guess there ain't no drowning out my California hurts. 'Cause I've been flying and crying, trying to leave you where I've been, with the cracks in my heart always let you back in. Keep trying to lose you in the Hollywood hills, but I'm California dreaming still, and I always will. I'm a Holland driving with you sitting shotgun, Santa Monica kissing in the sinking sun. This Nashville night is where I should be, but my soul keeps searching for my California dream. 'Cause I've been flying and crying, trying to leave you where I've been, with the cracks in my heart always let you back in. Keep trying to lose you in the Hollywood hills, but I'm California dreaming still, and I always will. I always will. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Thanks. All right, switching gears a little bit, but staying in that fun, like, vocals all over the place kind of area. I'm gonna do a song called Head Above Water by Avril Lavigne. I've gotta keep the calm before the storm. I don't want less, I don't want more. Must bar the windows and the doors to keep me safe, to keep me warm. Yeah, my life is what I'm fighting for. Can't part the seas, can't reach the shore. And my voice becomes a driving force. I won't let this pull me overboard. So God, keep my head above water, don't let me drown. It gets harder to come. I'll meet you there at the altar as I fall down to my knees. Don't let me drown, drown, drown. Don't let me drown. So pull me up from down below, 'cause I'm underneath the undertow. Come dry me off and hold me close. I need you now, I need you most. So God, keep my head above water, don't let me drown. It gets harder, I'll meet you there at the altar as I fall down to my knees. Don't let me drown, drown, drown. Don't let me drown. And I can't see in the stormy weather, and I can't seem to keep it all together, and I can't swim the ocean like this forever. God, keep my head above water. I lose my breath at the bottom. Come rescue me. I'll be waiting. I'm too young to fall asleep. God, keep my head above water. Don't let me drown. It gets harder. I'll meet you there at the altar as I fall down to my knees. Don't let me drown, drown, drown. Don't let me drown. Don't let me drown. Don't let me, drown. Thanks, guys.
Stay tuned for more great music. All right, everyone. You're in for a treat now. Hold on, I gotta get him set up. It'll be worth it because we're in the presence of greatness. Are we doing this on the left?
Why do you get up here
Why do I
live?
I never remember. It's on the left, right?
Yeah.
Is this high enough for you?
Where'd Gail go?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. She's right here.
Gail, get back up here and play the bass for us. Come on.
Okay. This is the one and only Gary Mitchell.
You finally got something right. There's not but one. Let Jim get set up here.
Hey, Jim.
Hey, Jim.
Are we?
Look back there.
This is my capo.
Heather, look what they're doing.
Mine better not be that color.
Look back here. You got you a.
I know. This is unusual. Half of our little band's in the audience. Jim and I are the other half of the little band called Country Memories. And I don't sing a lot of country. I'll let them do the country songs. But tonight, I'm gonna break that trend and try one.
Oh,
I
well.
think Vicky likes this song, Pass Me By.
We're doing it, G?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Merle?
He's already got it. He's already got his recipes together. Let's not.
We usually do some Merle, but
Don't disrupt
I think
the
people are
program.
getting tired of it.
It's already been planned out. It's already planned out. He's got all his bookmarks.
Oh,
Okay, I'm gonna try my
Gary, say
luck
hello.
at country.
Say hello to Addie. Addie's watching.
Hello, Miss Addie. Goodness, we miss you.
Come back.
You're my favorite performer out here. Seriously. I like her. Are we ready? Would you look who's coming down the street today, wanting me to be one more mistake she'd made. A bridge to burn to get to someone new. Hey, pass me by if you're only passing through. She sure looked like the traveling kind to me. if this ain't where you want to be. Lord, help me if I fall in love with her. Hey, pass me by if you're only passing through. I'm not gonna be your stepping stone or among the other hearts that you stepped on. Lord, help me if I fall in love with you. Hey, pass me by if you're only passing through. Don't you sure like the traveling kind of me? Don't stop if this ain't where you want to be. Lord, help me if I fall in love with you. Hey, pass me by if you're only passing through. Hey, pass me by if you're only passing through. Thank you. That's my first attempt at that.
Well, that's pretty good.
Well, you want to do this again, but we got a
What can you
request.
do?
What
Well,
can you
what
do?
can you do?
What can you do? This is for you, Debbie. The warden led a prisoner down the hallway to his doom. I stood up to say goodbye like all the rest, and I heard him tell the warden just before he reached my cell, let my guitar playing friend do my request. Let him sing me back home with the song I used to hear. Make my old memories come alive. Take me away and turn back the years. Sing me back home before I die. I recall last Sunday morning, a choir from off the street came in to sing a few old gospel songs. I heard him tell the singers there's a song my mama sang. Can I hear it once before you move along? Let 'em sing me back home the song my mama sang. Make my old memories come alive. Take me away and turn back the years. Sing me back home before I die. Sing me back home before I die. I think that's all I got tonight. We gonna do Seminole Wind?
You don't got another song?
Gail, we need Gail come up here and sing a gospel song with
Okay.
us and
Yeah.
do it.
But can that be our closing gospel? Because I don't got nothing.
Yeah, it'd be good. If she don't know it, that'd be good.
Okay, good. Gail, you should come sing some gospel for us with
Oh, come on, you can sing
Here,
something,
tell.
Gail. Don't look at me like that. Come on.
Vicky. Will get you.
You gonna sing one too?
Come on, Gail. I'm gonna lower the mic. Oh my gosh.
It wasn't a good place.
Dropped your recipe back there.
Yeah, hope it didn't hit Big Duck Road.
I think everything's okay.
It gets crowded up
He
here.
comes up here with that recipe book.
We'll place that up in a little bit.
Recipes all over the stage.
It looks like school. It looks like school let out or something up here.
We got janitors here, right? They'll clean it up.
Yeah.
We do not.
We'll get it later, Heather. No big deal.
I got your recipes, Gary. I dropped another.
Want to use the guitar? I don't have a strap on it to sit down.
You sing lead. Hey, Gail's good on harmony.
I'll think a lot of it, Robert.
If you
What
think
happens
one
when you
sing-
get up here? They put you in situations.
Oh, goodness.
All right.
I got a pick for you here if you want.
I use a thumb. That's what
You want this lower stool?
What key you gonna be
I,
in?
Use her thumb, she said.
I don't really sing. I sing harmony all the time, so
That's why I told you you can sing lead with her.
You wanna sing harmony with me?
what you gonna do? Probably something I don't know.
Do you know Victory in Jesus?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
I got it in D.
All right.
What you want to pick?
If she's,
I'm
I'll
gonna
just
play
do
the
the
dobro.
bass.
My arms are tired.
That's the only thing I was thinking about doing is Victory in Jesus. We're in D, everybody. Yeah, D. Are we? We're not set. It's gonna be worth it. You see, we got a lot of instruments up here, so that means it's gonna be good, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
We ready, Vicky?
Yeah.
Food for dog.
Yes. I heard an old story how the Savior came from glory, how he gave his life on Calvary to save a wretch like me. I heard about his groaning, of his precious blood's atoning, and I repented Come, sweet day, I'll sing up there the song of victory. Oh, victory in Jesus, my Savior forever. He sought me and bought me with his redeeming blood. Oh, he loved me ere I knew him, and all my love is due to him. He plunged me to victory beneath the cleansing flood. Oh, he plunged me to victory beneath the cleansing flood. Thank y'all so much. Well, I guess that's it for tonight. We're gonna pick up these recipes and go cook some dinner, I guess. So we'll see y'all next week.
Well, I want to thank everybody for coming out to the
Great Bill Preston High.
Do you have anything to say?
It's too late.
Kind of too late.
It's too late.
Don't forget to take your medication and take the right one.
You have to remember to put this way instead of this way, which
Well, there's just too much going on.
yeah, there was.